Good morning, it's Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and this is a One Piece discussion video because honestly the ban list is kind of confusing me, I'm not gonna lie to you. So, when I made my Porcus D Ace video yesterday, the ban list had just been revealed. I googled it, and basically what it showed was that the 5-drop Marco, basically everything they made in the current ban list where Whitebeard was banned and the 5-drop Marco was put to 1 and that the Dawn was put to 1. Oh, the Dawn was banned and Nami was banned. Well, it looked like that ban list had been reversed, which made sense to me. I was like, okay, so they're leaving the original ban list by itself. So the 9-drop Whitebeard still had 1, the 4-drop Marco still had 1, and Kabaji's still banned. But the new changes where they added the Edward Newgate leader and everything like that, that was reversed. That's all back on the format. But I just watched a video and there's a community post and the market change suggesting that no, Edward Newgate, the 9-drop, is at 4 now, and Marco the Phoenix, the best blocker in red ever, is at 4 now, and Radical Beam, one of the best event cards in red, is at 4 now. And I'm kind of like, wait, what? Now I'm really confused, because the reason why I'm confused is because if you look up the One Piece ban list, like current TCG ban list, it'll take you to the official site and it will say, hey, Marco the level 5, he is restricted to 1 until December 8th, right? And it'll say that for every new card that they put on the list. But when it comes to like the older cards that were on there, like 9-drop Whitebeard and 4-drop Marco, they still say restricted to 1. And Kabaji, of course, is staying banned. So I'm not really sure. I'm assuming the post and the market exchange is correct that yes, Edward Newgate is now $20 from like $2 he was just like a couple of days ago. Literally yesterday he was like $2, but now he's like $20, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, I guess Edward Newgate is at full power again. He went from having the most cards restricted and being a ban leader to having every card unrestricted, which is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, Edward Newgate is a very scary leader. Especially now that not only is Radical Beam off the list, the 4-drop Marco, which is one of the best blockers in the game, the fact that I think resurrects itself is stupid. The fact you can have this multiple now on the field is stupid. And the fact that they have the 9-drop Whitebeard is also just really, really crazy for that deck. Because that deck is already 6,000 attack. So you drop down the Whitebeard. Whitebeard is going to be 8k until the end of the next turn, meaning it's going to be really hard to kill your opponent because they're going to have like 20 cards in hand, and he's going to be at 8k, and he has a Whitebeard who can like blow up blockers and shit, and it's just not looking good. It's just not looking good, I'm telling you. Whitebeard is one of the strongest 10 drops in the game, and the fact that he's at 4 now is kind of crazy, not just for Whitebeard, but for all red decks. For example, Red Purple Luffy, which is a deck profile I've been trying to build for a bit now. Yeah, he's already a 6k 1000 leader, meaning if you can also play Whitebeard in that deck, because you know he is red, and now that Luffy leader has access to 4 Whitebeards, which is absolutely terrifying. Like I said, Whitebeard is such a push for game. It's such a like reverse turnaround. You could be like losing, and then like all you needed was 1 turn to kill your opponent, and Whitebeard gives you that turn, man. That's actually terrifying. Also, Ace gets a huge boost, not just Whitebeard, but Ace himself, the leader, because Marco is at 4, and Newgate's at 4, and Radical Beam's at 4. Those are all crazy cards for that deck to play. So yeah, and of course the Dawn was already updated in my list because I thought the Dawn went to 4 again, or because I thought they're only reversing the previous list. So now I gotta make a new updated Ace deck profile with the 4 Whitebeards and the, what's it called? The, fuck, why can't I think of words right now? And the 4 Marcos, because Marco can only be played with a leader of Whitebeard Pirates. Well, he can be played in any deck, but he only has a revive effect if your leader is a Whitebeard Pirate. So, yeah, I really do think that Marco and Whitebeard are going to be crazy decks in the next format. Ace and Whitebeard, man, are going to be kind of crazy. I don't know if they're better than Sakazuki, which is black-blue, which is the best deck in the format. But who knows? They could be a terrifying new release on life. Apparently in the OCG, they don't like playing red decks because red decks were too dominant for too long. So maybe their ban list or like maybe their like scores are a little mixed, like not like working right because they don't like to play red over there. I don't know how true that is, but who knows? Maybe red's still the best color. I love how he said red is dead, and then not even like 5 days later, red is better than ever because not only did they get the ultimate structure deck, but all the cards on their ban list are off now, which is absolutely insane. I will say this though, red is gaining a lot in OP05, but it's not towards the generic shit that set 2 was for Paramount War. We're only getting this. We're getting the Revolutionary Army cards, so we're getting like Bello Betty, which is a great deck. But I don't think Bello Betty and like mixes like the Revolutionary Army cards. They don't really mix with other red decks. Like maybe the 2-drop Kuma does, but the rest of the cards really don't. They really benefit from having either Sabo or what's it called, Bello Betty as the leader. So it's kind of like another version of Dressrosa, where the Dressrosa cards is like, yeah, there's some of the cards that mix well with other decks, but most of the cards are focused and like centered in Dressrosa, which makes sense. Honestly, we can't have too many splashes. Every color would just be playing every best green, black, red, yellow, purple, blue card they have, which they kind of already are. I'm not really sure how to go from here. The ban list is out. I guess Whitebeard's at 9. No, not 9, my bad. The 9-drop Whitebeard is at 4. And I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of scary, especially for every red deck going forward, man. Dropping a Edward Newgate and then another Edward Newgate is going to be horrifying against your opponent. It's going to be a big deal. So hope you all enjoy, and I hope you guys bought your red rocks because you need to put that fucker back in the bottom of the deck. Anyway, take care. Do anything stupid. See you on the next one. Bye bye.